2020, our issue was keeping people safe. And everyone agreed to it. Why? Because it was a matter of life and death.
Our success here has been the very high compliance rate with a very aggressive policy. I'm going to issue an executive order that says all people in public must have a mask, so there won't be a penalty. But it is an executive order. I'm directing if people don't follow it, we could do a civil penalty. They're staying home, not because I'm giving them a ticket or because I'm saying you'll go to jail. They're staying home because they say, I heard you, and it makes sense to me, and I'm doing it because it makes sense to me.
We're post-COVID, but there's still low tide inequality, and it is still a matter of life and death. We went from one epidemic to another epidemic. We went from COVID to the epidemic of gun violence. It's so bad that when you look at the recent numbers, more people are dying of gun violence than of COVID. It's so bad that when you look at the recent numbers, more people are dying of gun violence than of COVID. More people are dying of gun violence and crime than COVID. 51 people died of COVID over the July 4th weekend. I'm sorry, 51 were shot, 13 died of COVID over the July 4th weekend. Facts. Forget the rhetoric, forget politics, just facts, okay? Gun violence, number one cause of premature death in the United States. Gun violence costs over $280 billion in health care and societal costs every year. Fact, gun violence discriminates. The way COVID discriminated, gun violence discriminates. When you look among the victims of gun violence, nationally, 59% non-white. New York State, 68% non-white. New York City, 77% non-white. Think about that. 77% black and brown. Black people are 10 times more likely to be victims of gun violence than white people. Latinos are 3.4 times more likely to be victims of gun violence than young people. Gun violence is a major civil rights issue today. Yes, education. Yes, employment. Yes, discrimination, but also gun violence. Gun violence is hitting the black and brown communities hardest, and it's compounding the damage from COVID. We have to reform the police, but at the same time, we have to address gun violence.